If you're over 60, listen closely. Did you know that just one wrong type of nut in your daily diet could silently increase your risk of heart disease by up to 48%? That's right. A study from this Journal of the American College of Cardiology revealed this alarming fact. What's even scarier is that many seniors are still eating these nuts, thinking they're healthy. But don't worry. Today I'm going to share a comprehensive guide on which nuts people over 60 should eat, and which ones to avoid at all costs. If you skip this information, you could unknowingly harm your heart, brain, and overall body. Let's dive in and make sure you watch until the end to learn about a dangerous nut that few people talk about. But that might be hiding right in your kitchen. First, I want you to hit that subscribe button so you can get more health tips tailored specifically for your golden years. And leave a comment to let me know where you're watching from. Now, let's get into the best nuts that anyone over 60 should be adding to their diet. These nuts aren't just tasty, they help support heart health, strong bones, and brain function, all things that become more important than ever once we pass the age of 60. Imagine holding a small handful of nuts, but they're actually the key to protecting your body from major health problems. The first nut on our list is almonds. If you think almonds are just a simple snack, think again. These nuts are a nutritional treasure, especially for older adults. Almonds are packed with calcium, about 90-70 milligrams in just a quarter cup, which helps slow down the natural bone loss most of us face after 60. Did you know our bones become more porous and brittle as we age? Even a minor fall can lead to serious fractures, but eating almonds daily can help you build a protective shield for your bones. What's even better is that almonds contain magnesium, a mineral many seniors are lacking. Magnesium acts like a delivery driver, making sure calcium goes where it's supposed to, into your bones, instead of building up in your arteries and harming your heart. On top of that, the monounsaturated fats in almonds help lower bad cholesterol, which is crucial for keeping your heart healthy. I recommend eating about 15 to 20 almonds a day, preferably raw or dry roasted without salt. Here's a pro tip. Choose almonds with the skin on, because the skin contains flavonoids that work with vitamin E to form a powerful antioxidant shield that protects your brain from age-related damage. But be careful. If you have trouble chewing or swallowing, make sure to chew almonds thoroughly to avoid choking. I once heard a story about a grandmother in Hanoi who loved almonds but often forgot to chew them well, and one time she almost had a serious issue when a nut got stuck in her throat. So, take your time and savor each bite. Almonds aren't just great for your bones, they also help fight constipation, a problem that affects about 40% of older adults, thanks to their rich fiber content, around 3.5 grams per serving. Next up, we have a type of nut that instantly brings brain health to mind just by looking at it: walnuts. Have you ever noticed that a walnut looks like a miniature brain? There's an old saying, "You are what you eat," and science has proven this true when it comes to walnuts. These nuts are rich in plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, known as ALA, more than any other commonly eaten nut. Omega-3s are crucial for older adults because they help maintain brain cell membranes and support neural signaling. A recent study in the Journal of Nutrition found that eating just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks significantly improved processing speed and cognitive flexibility in seniors. What truly sets walnuts apart is their polyphenol content, which can cross the blood-brain barrier to fight inflammation and reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and dementia. Want to keep your mind sharp for telling stories to your grandkids or playing chess with friends? Add walnuts to your menu. I recommend eating about 7 to 9 walnut halves a day, and be sure to store them in the fridge to keep their natural oils from going rancid. Here's another fun fact. Walnuts also contain melatonin, a compound that supports better sleep, something many people over 60 struggle with. Someone once told me that just a handful of walnuts before bed helped them sleep much more soundly. Would you like to give it a try? But don't stop here. There are still more amazing nuts I'll be sharing shortly. Keep watching to discover the final 2 nuts that are perfect companions for your health in your 60s, and more importantly, the list of nuts you should avoid to prevent unknowingly harming your body. You might be surprised to learn that some of your favorites could be silently causing trouble. Now, we're diving deeper into our journey of discovering the best and worst nuts for people over 60. If you've just heard about almonds and walnuts, you already know how powerful they are for protecting your bones and brain. But don't go anywhere yet, because the next two nuts on our must-eat list are just as important. And after that, I'll reveal the nuts you should remove from your kitchen immediately. Imagine you're sitting here with me, a warm cup of tea in your hand, and we're having a conversation about how to keep your body strong and healthy so you can truly enjoy your golden years. Are you ready? The third nut I want you to add to your diet is pistachios. You might think of pistachios as just a fun snack, but they're actually a lifesaver for heart health, especially when it comes to blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major enemy for people over 60, and pistachios can help you manage it naturally. They're high in potassium, about 285 mmol per serving, and low in sodium, which helps your kidneys avoid retaining too much salt, something our bodies tend to do more as we age. One study showed that regularly eating pistachios can lower systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, similar to some medications, but without the unpleasant side effects. What I love about pistachios is that they're not just heart healthy, they also protect your eyes. They contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants concentrated in the macula of the eye, which help prevent macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in people over 60. Want to keep enjoying beautiful views or reading your favorite books without worrying about your eyesight? Pistachios are a great choice. I recommend eating about 49 pistachios a day, roughly 1 ounce, and choosing the unsalted or lightly salted variety. Another fun benefit: shelling pistachios slows down your eating, helping you avoid over-snacking. The International Journal of Obesity even pointed out that empty shells serve as a visual cue to help seniors manage their portions. If you have arthritis in your hands, look for pistachios that are partially opened to make them easier to shell. Now, let's move on to the brightest star on the list: Brazil nuts. If you've never heard about the benefits of Brazil nuts, get ready to be amazed. These nuts are the best source of selenium on the planet, with just one nut providing 137% of your daily selenium needs. Selenium is key to keeping your thyroid functioning properly, which becomes especially important after 60, when thyroid disorders affect about 20% of older adults. Your thyroid regulates energy, metabolism, and even your mood. When it's not working well, you might feel tired, sluggish, or down. Symptoms often mistaken as just a normal part of aging. Brazil nuts help activate thyroid hormones, giving you the energy to truly enjoy life. What's more, the selenium in Brazil nuts also supports myelin, the protective sheath around your nerve cells, helping you stay sharp and maintain quick reflexes. The great thing is that the selenium in Brazil nuts is absorbed by the body more efficiently than the kind found in supplements. But here's an important note: because Brazil nuts are so rich in selenium, you should only eat 1 to 2 nuts per day to avoid getting too much. I once heard a story about an elderly man in Saigon who ate a whole handful of Brazil nuts every day, thinking more was better, and ended up with digestive issues. So, eat just the right amount. Buy Brazil nuts with the shell on to preserve their nutrients longer, and store them in the fridge to keep them fresh. Now we've covered 4 amazing nuts: almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts. But there's still one crucial part left: the nuts you need to avoid. Have you ever thought that some of the nuts in your pantry might actually be harming you? Some even contain toxins or trigger inflammation, making your joints ache and your heart work harder. Keep watching, because I'm about to reveal the 4 most dangerous nuts for people over 60, and I bet you'll want to check your snack drawer as soon as you hear this. You've journeyed with me through the incredible nuts that help protect your heart, brain, and bones after age 60. Now, we're getting to an equally important part: the nuts you should avoid so you don't unknowingly harm your body. If you're thinking, "I've eaten these nuts my whole life and I've been fine," pause for a moment. Our bodies change after 60, and what was once harmless can become a hidden threat. Picture me sitting beside you, warning you about a risk even your doctor might overlook. Are you ready to discover the 4 most dangerous nuts and how to replace them for a healthier life? Make sure to watch until the end, because the final nut on this list might truly shock you. The first nut you need to be cautious with is the peanut. I know, peanuts are everywhere, from peanut butter to party snacks. But did you know that peanuts aren't technically nuts? They're legumes that grow underground. This makes them more prone to mold contamination and aflatoxins, a toxic substance that can damage your liver and increase cancer risk if consumed regularly. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at detoxifying, which heightens this danger. What's more, peanuts contain proteins that can trigger inflammation, worsening joint pain, stressing your heart, and even impairing cognitive function, issues already common among people over 60. Even more concerning, peanuts are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can throw off your body's balance with anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Many older adults eat peanuts unaware that they can interact with blood thinners like warfarin, potentially creating serious risks. Commercial peanut butter is even worse. It's loaded with hydrogenated oils, salt, and sugar, all of which raise blood pressure, a problem that affects 63% of Americans over 60. If you love peanuts, try swapping them out for almonds or walnuts a few days a week to lower your risk while still enjoying a tasty snack. Next, we have cashews. Cashews are often praised as a healthy snack, but for those over 60, they can be a silent enemy. Cashews are high in carbohydrates, about 9 grams per ounce, which can spike blood sugar levels, especially concerning when 25% of people over 60 have diabetes and 48% are pre-diabetic. Additionally, cashews contain oxalates, which reduce calcium absorption and increase the risk of osteoporosis and kidney stones, two common issues at this age. Their smooth shape also makes them a choking hazard, especially if you have trouble swallowing. What many people don't realize is that the processing of cashews strips away much of their nutritional value. To remove urushiol, a toxic substance also found in poison ivy, cashews must undergo extensive processing. Many store-bought varieties are also oil-roasted and salted, which adds unhealthy fats and sodium. If you regularly eat cashews, consider switching to walnuts or almonds for a safer and more beneficial alternative. The third nut to avoid is macadamia nuts. They're delicious, but they're also one of the highest calorie nuts, with 200 calories and 22 grams of fat per ounce. With metabolism slowing down after 60, macadamias can turn weight management into a nightmare. Their high saturated fat content also raises bad cholesterol, putting extra strain on the heart. For the 15% of older adults with asymptomatic gallstones, this amount of fat can trigger sudden pain. Macadamia nuts are also quite hard and can damage weak teeth or dental bridges, a common concern as enamel wears down with age. Finally, the most dangerous nut is the pine nut. Pine nuts may be small, but they cause big problems. They contain compounds that interact with over 60% of the medications older adults commonly take, such as statins, antidepressants, and blood pressure medication, reducing their effectiveness or causing side effects. Even more concerning, pine nuts can trigger pine nut syndrome, which causes a lingering metallic taste for weeks, leading to loss of appetite and malnutrition, a serious issue when 42% of those affected experience significant weight loss. Pine nuts are also prone to oxidation, causing inflammation, and their small size makes them easy to inhale into the lungs, especially if you're taking medication that causes dry mouth. As you can see, almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts are great friends for your health after 60, while peanuts, cashews, macadamia nuts, and pine nuts can be silent enemies. If you want to keep your heart healthy, your mind sharp, and your body strong, choose the right nuts and eliminate the dangerous ones from your diet. I invite you to click the subscribe button, share this video with your loved ones, and leave a comment about your favorite nut. Don't forget to watch our next video about other foods you should avoid to protect your eyes. You'll be surprised. Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and see you next time.